Thank you for being here. I appreciate you checking in and listening to this, me getting back in the flow, hopefully, and posting up in YouTube again. I've missed doing it. I've missed you guys. And thank you to the new subscribers. Again, I appreciate that so much. I'm calling everybody to join with me and love bomb the algorithmic gates of YouTube to try and go around the mountain that they just keep sticking on top of the channel. So they're still taking videos away. So go and check out those videos while they're there. I can't guarantee what's going to be there and when. They're deleting things retrospectively. I haven't got time to save them. I've said what I've said. I've put out what I've put out. And if it goes off into the ether, then so be it. But check them out in case you want to say anything before it goes. So this is part of what I'm gifting to people to try and give that energy back and infuse some positivity here with guidance from the tarot about the energies that you might be encountering from December, throughout December into January. So this is for the beautiful and interesting Capricorns. I find Capricorns to be a super interesting sign. Now for you, I'm going to go quickly into it because I'm fitting this one in before the school run. Ta-da! The card on the bottom, the underpinning energy of the whole reading that flows through this whole reading is the Emperor, Major Arcana number 4, the stability, foundation. This is structure. This is the rules. This is authority. This is you see here with the ram's head, it's your card, the wise beard, the horns and where's this circle there? The circle on the top of his sphere would depict the solar god, you know, the 0 point. And we've got that 0 point reflected in the Fool card in your first card up in your reading here. So this Emperor is very deep for you right now, Capricorn, and it's about measuring the constrictions around you and the availabilities around you in the structures and rule books that you're living within. So this would ask you to come back to spaces that you are finding yourself as an emperor actually losing ground. The more authoritative you're being, or the more authoritative that you're expecting from somebody, or the authority that they can give you, the leadership, the more out of balance you'll get if that is still in a place of conflict, if there's still challenges towards that authority. You might feel like you're doing what a lot of the signs are doing, it seems, this month and next. This war within, this conflict within, this push and pull of territory of yourself. And so where are you being this authority figure in your own life? Where are you finding that structure? Where are you finding that ritual that works? What are you following with dedication? Because with all of that being in the right balance for you, then this card opens up an availability to innovation, to creating new structures, to creating new strengths and fortitudes, to really start to build on that firm foundation of the 4. It speaks very much to you being very conscious of maybe not being too comfortable about where you're living right now, or with the authorities that are in control of that space that you're living in, which a lot of us, I can feel you, Capricorn. I can feel you. The challenge is real. So you might have found yourself, Capricorn, though, going too far outside of self to seemingly find a way to resolve this conflict that seems to be in your life, that seems to be constraining you one way or the other, or stopping you from stepping into that emperor role that you're very comfortable in, this divine masculine energy of structure, of innovation, of authority. Is in contrast, but perfectly matched with the Fool card that comes up for you. So we've got this structure and this authority and the goat, quite literally, that ram, that's a symbol of stability, of a stirring strength beneath the surface that you would like to please and work with rather than work against. So this Fool card comes in with that 0 point energy and symbology, in that it's this cliff, and it's this energy, this essence in you that is ready to find the pure with that white rose, and find the pure in the new adventure, with your own self-assurance, with your Emperor in the upright, in the way that it is for a lot of you. This is great because this feeds into this energy that you go into this full motion, this new beginning, this new way of being, this new place to be, with confidence, with strength, with honor and poise. You're not rushing in hell bent. But then we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Now, this would speak to conflict. This would speak to conflict resolution in the upright. It would speak to just, there's no winners in this card in the way that it's in here in this reading in the reverse. There's no victors, actually, because even somebody who would be perceived as a victor, actually, and I'm speaking to you Capricorns, would not feel victorious, in that, you recognize that there are losers. It might be that you're victorious on a condition, a conversation, a conflict, but that might mean that you have to cut your friend down to size. That might mean that you have to use those words that you've held back from using. So you might walk away as the perceived victor, but in your heart, with this Emperor in the upright, and a care for the elect, care for the people, care for the people around you, care for you, the different fractals of you within you, that stains your heart, that breaks your heart a bit. You don't want to have to do that. And so there's been a little bit of avoidance here in a conflict, either totally within or within, and that within challenging a friend, a partner, a societal norm outside of you. And so in the reverse with this Fool card, this is just in the background, sort of, if you picture like a rope just pulling you back from being able to fully explore and walk off that cliff to the new experience with confidence. And so it's a battleground, it's a tiring space to be, and it's a space that once you get in this cycle, sometimes you get attached to being the victor, you get attached to what it would mean in a fearful way if you do not end up being the victor, if you do not end up winning the minds of the people over another, if you do not prove your innocence of something that you didn't do to the greater public. As soon as you start externalizing the need for those results outside of self, this Five of Swords card can be quite tiring, quite exhausting and unproductive. And when there's such productive energy around you with this Emperor card, it's so strong in this reading, that energy coming through there. And this Fool card, the readiness to embark on a new adventure, the readiness to see what direction we do need to build in, or you do need to build in, or flow your intent to, or your attention to. But then in the background, there's these pulls, these Five of Swords in the reverse that keeps pulling you back, or attempting to pull you back into the external distraction. For some of you, this is going to mean entering into that Emperor role as a confidant, as a mediator. And with that takes a huge amount of strength from a very divine masculine Emperor essence, of letting go of any ego that is attached to what that might mean, in that having the conversation with yourself to have the readiness that you might do everything in your power to bury every conflict within that you want to let rip to this person or this entity, this thing, but actually you have to sort of keep that at bay, so that you can open up the solar, the cosmos energy that runs through this Emperor card into this physical realm and channel it in a direction that is going to be fulfilling, useful, of a good result, of a good structure being built. And so as you're channeling this solar energy, it's also having those conversations with yourself, preparing yourself to be that authority figure, that you might come into the Five of Swords reversed energy to another with this very humble attitude, never guessing how much work has gone into being able to approach this conflict with that humbleness, with being the powerful emperor, but meek and mild, and listening, open to talking. It might be that you're met with the opportunity that your opponent has been waiting for, to say, yes, they're in a weakened position, they're coming to me because they know I'm winning. And all of this could be choked out. And how are you going to prepare yourself for that? And that, throw those things at you in private conversation, in mirror work, where you can practice the fact of it. Well, that doesn't change the fact that I'm of this opinion. Well, whatever layers of things that have accumulated over this conflict, I don't change the fact that I'm of this opinion now. An emperor doesn't need to feel the need to fully explain, but just show through action and intent the essence of the energy that they're trying to transfer or carry. And so this is the warrior that can wield a weapon without inflicting a wound, that can slice through toxicity in a way that other people don't even see it happening, that can allow people who are in their ego, that are stuck in their ego, to really fully believe or fool themselves that they've won some sort of conflict over you, without feeling the need to make sure that they do know, though, that you just let them win. That would put you back into the Five of Swords in reverse. So constructive conversations like this before you approach these things that need approaching, so that you can branch off karma-free, into this new adventure, into this full energy, into this new experience, new way of being, thinking, a new energy that you're channeling here, again, from the cosmos through this Emperor energy. And, you're wandering around, just sharing it with the world with this Fool card. You just need to be able to let go of this conflict that keeps arising in reverse. Now, with that, you're going to have the light shone. It's another major arcana. The major arcanas are hot in these readings. They really are. So number 9, the major arcana of the Hermit. And you can see here the way the cards are placed, in that this Hermit is shining light in places that need to have the light shone on them, both within you and in the environments around you. And you're starting to see how upside down everything is with this Five of Swords. The lantern has been shone directly at that Five of Swords, directly at that continuous conflict that keeps rumbling on in the background. And this shows me that this is what helps channel that energy of the Emperor. You have a security in self in order to feel like you can explore self in an honest way with you, being you to you. This Hermit energy then holds the fire of that solar energy of the Emperor in this lantern and shines the light on the conflicts that you need to have the light shone on for your greatness, for your release, for your ability to grow and expand beyond where you've been previously. So although this might be a difficult process, you're in your power, Capricorn. You are channeling the cosmos through you. You are then implementing change with this. When you can approach yourself in an honest way, letting go of ego, even with self, preparing yourself to put an end to the conflict, no matter what the other party comes back with, and beginning anew with this Fool card, with confidence, with a stride, with a power and a force, and all of the experience of the Emperor. but all of the enthusiasm of the Fool. Beautiful. Awesome reading. Thank you so much for checking in. Like, thumbs up, thumbs down. Anything that you can engage with would be great. To love bomb those algorithmic gods of YouTube. Any shares, any subscribes, but in particular comments. I love hearing from people anyway, but an emoji even apparently helps. Let's love bomb the gates, people. Let's push our way through. Much love, balance and wholeness and appreciation to you Capricorns. You goats.